Good morning, girls. Once again, I, Kaushal Trivedi, welcome you for the online session of English language. I hope that you are enjoying and learning from these online sessions and that will develop your English language from the basics. From last few lectures, we are learning grammar. Continuing with the same, in today's session, I am going to explain and give you a picture of a new topic. Before I move further, let me tell you, related to your preposition exercise, that will be forwarded to you through your WhatsApp group, and I wish you will solve this exercise thoroughly in your classwork. So, I wish that you maintain both the topics in your classwork. We started with the dialogue writing and then we moved on to the prepositions. And now, today, the next and very important topic, which is considered a part of vocabulary in our language. This will develop your vocabulary as well. You will learn new words. The topic is entitled as prefixes and suffixes. From the word prefixes, we come to know that something before the word. Suffixes, that word is giving you an idea to put something after the word. Let us know about this one after the other. Let us know the meaning of prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes and suffixes are groups of letters that appears at the beginning and endings of words. So, whenever we want to add any group of letters after the word, it becomes suffixes. If we want to put before the word, it becomes prefixes. For example, by taking direct example, you will understand in a faster manner. Then after, you will be knowing about the rules of suffixes and prefixes. Let us observe some suffixes along with its meaning and example. For example, if we want to add ER, if we want to add OR, then the meaning will be the one who or, showing a comparison. For example, teacher, faster. In the next one, if I want to add ABLE, if I want to add IBLE, then it means capable of being. For example, unforgettable, credible. At the end, you may have observed able, that is suffixes. At the end, ible in the credible. For example, number 3, suffixes d, ed. In case of forming the past tense, having the quality of, like aided, loved. Love is the quality. But if we want to put the past form of love, then we have to add d. In case of ed is suffix. Now, ing, forming a gerund meaning an act of or the present participle. Here, ing generally we use in the present participle. Whenever we want to reveal present continuous, we add present participle ing. I am eating, I am doing, I am taking, I am going. So in that case, we use ing. Meaning, for example, mean, meaning, jog, jogging. Now, next suffix dash ment, the act, state or result of an action. Appointment, government. For example, at the end you may have observed ment in case of government. Now, ive in case of last suffix, having the quality of. For example, if I want to say that girl is very creative, so that creative from create it becomes creative. Divisive, from devise it becomes divisive. So this is what the brainstorming, this table is giving you an idea that this is what we do in case of suffixes. But in detail, in depth, we are going to learn by the number of rules. Now, let us start with a prefix. Prefixes, here the definition is given and few examples are given through which you come to know about it. A prefix is a letter or a group of letters that we add to the beginning of a word. Prefixes change the meanings of words. If I say create and if I say creative, then both the words are different. Both the meanings are different. Create means to construct, એટલે કે રચના. Creative એટલે કે રચનાત્મક. So, a prefix is a letter. Sometimes we add a letter or a group of letters that we add to the beginning of any word. Prefixes change the meaning of words. For example, the prefix un or un can mean not. So, in case of opposites, we use un, or it means sometimes remove, or in case of opposite, like, unlike. So, in that case, if we want to reveal our likes and dislikes, in that case we use like, unlike. Adding un to the word happy gives you the word unhappy. So in case of happy, if we add un, that shows negativity, or the opposite of happy means not happy. On and re, or re direct, are the two most common prefixes in English language. Re means again or back, make, remake, take, retake, such as in the word think, rethink, do, redo, and pay, repay. So, these are certain most important and common prefixes in English language. Let us understand prefix through the meaning as well. Example: when we want to add non, un, im, in, ill, ir, that here meaning is not. So we want to show opposite of that. We use, for example, from sense to nonsense, happy, from happy to unhappy, regular, irregular, possible, impossible. Now in case of next prefix re we generally add here in this context again, back, revisit, replay. We want to see that task, that activity, that action again. In that case we use replay, retake. Next is miss, wrongly or not, behavior, misbehavior, understand, misunderstand. That next is D. In case of D, that here meant is reverse, remove, out of. For example, construction, deconstruction, apartment, department. Next is co, com or con, with, together. In that case co. Here that two letters are suggesting something in association with or together, like construct, computer. Next is dis, diff, d. These are the different prefixes which I have kept in the first column, then the meanings are written, and then the examples are given. Dis, diff, d. Here in case of prefixes, separation, away, apart, disease, dissect, that is to cut up something. Next is, now girls, if we want to understand the concept of prefix, then you should remember some basic rules. Now in today's session, I am giving you some basic rules. These basic rules will definitely help you to solve all your queries, doubts regarding prefixes as well suffixes. Here are few things that you are supposed to remember when learning prefixes. Number 1. Different prefixes in English can have similar meanings, such as un, in, and non, all of which mean not or opposite of. Also, the prefixes miss and ir mean wrong, wrongly, or incorrectly. What this rule is explaining you? Different prefixes in English language have similar meanings. For example, on, in, and non. Generally we use necessary, unnecessary, complete, incomplete, sense, nonsense, all of which mean, in meaning they are similar, but in particularly spelling they are they are having the different meaning. Not or opposite of. Also the prefixes mis and ir mean wrong, like behavior, misbehavior, regular, irregular. In that case, again, something wrongly done by somebody, or which is not correctly here. Example itself is giving you incorrectly done. So in that case, these prefixes in language have similar meanings, but spellings are different. Meanings are similar, but spellings are different. And we can develop different spellings, different vocabulary by learning these prefixes. Next rule. Notice that double letters are possible. For example, when you add the prefix im to word that begin with the letter M, you get two M, such as immeasurable, impossible. That is also true when you add un to words that begin with the letter N, as in unnoticeable. The same is true for many other prefixes. So here the simple rule of double letter is explained. Generally, we make double letters, but unconsciously we form or we write. But the reason behind this we don't know, because we have added prefix. So it becomes in writing double letter, like measurable, immeasurable. By adding im, the double letter is generated, right? The next is rule number 3. When adding a prefix to a word, the spelling of the base word never changes. That remains as it is. For example, the prefix un did not change the spelling of the word happy. Happy no spelling બદલાતો નથી. Base word, that is the happy, which does not change. એમાં કોઈ જ ફેરફાર કરવાનો આવતો નથી. We are just adding before the word few letters or group of letters, which are definitely giving you different spelling, but the base spelling doesn't change. In case of happy, we keep happy as it is, but we add only un to make it unhappy. And the prefix re would not change the spelling of the word live in relive. So live remains live, but we have to just only add re. So here this rule is giving you an idea. The base word never changes. Are you clear, girls? Okay. Number 4. Watch out for look-alikes. Words that look like they contain prefixes but in fact do not. તમે જેવું જોવો છો, that doesn't mean, right? For example, in case of un in the word uncle, it is not a prefix. It is just a noun. A prefix nor is the re in the words rich, R-E-A-C-H. If we add rich or if we add re here in case of rich, or real in case of real, here re is not a prefix. Re is not a prefix. It looks like or it looks alike prefix, but it is not a prefix. એટલે કે તમે જોવો છો જ્યારે અન રી, એનો મતલબ એમ નથી કે એવું માની લેવાનું નથી that these are the words containing prefixes, but these are look alike words. એના જેવા લાગે છે. That doesn't mean that it is perceiving prefixes. એટલે કે એમાં પ્રિફિક્સ જોવા મળતા નથી. એ માત્ર ને માત્ર નાઉન છે. Now I hope that up till this point regarding prefixes, the basic rules from my side I have done. I wish that you revise these 4 basic rules to make your sense clear about prefixes. Let us move on to the next point, suffixes. A suffix is a letter or group of letters added to the end of a word. What we saw in the prefix? We saw in the prefix like when we want to put before the letter, it becomes prefixes. Here, after the letter, it becomes suffix. End of a word. Suffixes are commonly used to show the part of speech of a word. For example, adding ion to the verb act gives us action. ACTION. Here ION is suffix. The noun form of the word, which is action. Suffixes also tell us the verb, tense of the words, or whether the words are plural or singular. Some commonly suffixes are ER, S, ES, ED, ING, LY. So this will make your sense clear. By adding ED, it becomes past. By adding ING, it becomes present participle. By adding LY, it becomes adverb. By adding S, it becomes plural. By adding ES, also it becomes plural. And by adding ER, you can compare the two things. In case of comparison, we use ER. Now, again, few things related to the suffixes are given here. Number 1, some suffixes have more than one meaning. For example, the suffix ER may suggest a person who performs an action, like a teacher, but ER is also commonly added to the ends of adjectives and adverbs. They compare two things and show that one is more than the other. As I told you just now, that ER we use to make comparison. You must have studied comparative degree. You must have in fact studied degree. Positive degree, superlative degree, positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. In case of comparative degree, we use ER, such as in faster, stronger. So here the fast becomes faster. Here the strong becomes stronger. Again, I repeat it. Some suffixes have more than one meaning, and more than one meaning can only be generated in case of suffixes only. So by adding ER, in case of teacher, it is performed by an individual, a kind of an action. But here, when we want to compare two things, and that show by adding more. If I say she is more faster than her friend, then she is more faster. Here I am adding more for the comparison, and fast. From fast it becomes faster. So here I have added suffixes, or I should say suffix ER, and you can have clear cut idea for with the teacher and with the faster. Teacher is something which is related with the action which is performed by a person, and here faster is used for the comparison. Rule number 2, the spelling of a base word. The spelling of a base word, that is the spelling itself. For example, happy, HAPPI, that is base word. The spelling of a base word can change when a suffix is added. That rule differs in comparison with prefix. In prefix, I told you the base word remain as it is. But here, in case of suffix, the base word changes. This is true of most base words ending in the letter Y. For instance, that is for example, when we add the suffix NESS to the word crazy to make craziness, we replace the Y with an I. CRAZY becomes CRAZINESS. This rule is also true of many base words ending in a silent E when the suffix begins with a vowel. Vowel એટલે સ્વર. For example, in the words write, make, manage, we drop the E in the words when we add ing. For example, writing, making, managing. So here E is skipped. E કાઢી નાખવામાં આવે છે. We also often drop the silent E before the suffix able, such as in usable, be careful, though, because with some words we keep the E, such as inchangeable and lovable. So you have to be very careful in generating words because it differs spelling to spelling. It doesn't remain same in all context. It depends upon the spelling. Accordingly, whenever we add any suffix, sometimes base word changes, or the other time base word may not be changing. In case of changeable, E કાઢવામાં આવતો નથી. In case of make, E કાઢી નાખવામાં આવે છે. So that difference we should understand, but it differs, again I tell you, spelling by spelling. Okay. Now there is a general instruction, kind of a note that you have to keep in mind. A thing to keep in mind about both prefixes and suffixes is that some are only used with some words. For example, we add the suffix FUL to some nouns to mean full of, such as in the words beautiful or helpful, but we cannot add FUL to just any noun. You could not, for example, say loveful to mean full of love. Here, FUL cannot be added. We cannot use in every noun. We can use with some words. There are some words which can be changed into suffixes, and there are some words which can be changed into prefixes. We cannot make each and every word, or we cannot change each and every noun through prefixes and suffixes. આપણે દરેક જગ્યાએ પ્રિફિક્સીસ અને સફિક્સીસ બનાવી શકીએ નહીં. એની પણ સર્ટેન લિમિટેશન્સ હોય છે. ઇન કેસ ઓફ બ્યુટીફુલ, ઇન કેસ ઓફ હેલ્પફુલ તમે એનો ઉપયોગ કરી શકો. કે બ્યુટી કે હેલ્પ એ બેઝ વર્ડ છે, એમાં તમે ફેરફાર કરી અને IFUL બદલાવી અને તમે બ્યુટીફુલ વર્ડ મૂકો છો. કે હેલ્પમાંથી તમે હેલ્પફુલ કરી શકો છો. પણ લવમાંથી તમે લવફુલ કરી શકો નહીં, because love itself is a noun. In that case, you cannot change and you have to keep as it is. Now girls, here I have taken up the list of some suffixes. You just need to observe the things, like in case of AGE, in case of ANCE, in case of ANT. So here the long list is given, right? You have to just observe this suffix and then the meaning and then the example. If I start with AGE, it is a result. It is wreckage. ANCE, an action or state. Example, importance. ANT, a person, assistant. EE, a person, referee. I am talking about suffixes. Here the words are changed at the end. Then the ENCE, an action or state, difference. ER, OR, a person, teacher. ESS makes a feminine form, waitress. From waiter, it becomes waitress. FUL, as much as we feel, spoonful. ING, an action or result, painting. ION, a process, state. It results, decoration. ISM, a belief or condition, Judaism, Romanticism. IST, a person, florist. MENT, an action or state, measurement. ABLE, able to do, inflatable. EN, made of, wooden, woolen. FUL, full of, beautiful. IBLE, ability, flexible. ISH, a little, greenish. LESS, without, hopeless. Like, similar to, like, lifelike. OUS, full of, joyous. And last is some, a tendency of, quarrelsome, એટલે કે ઝઘડાળો. So here these suffixes are giving you an idea that by adding into a noun, by adding into a word, it becomes a different word, right? And you will understand, you will develop new vocabulary through this. And the last is the examples, some examples of prefixes. If we add before the word again, we use again to say something repeatedly. For example, rewrite. Meaning not. For example, unkind. That is meaning before. Pre-made. Not in opposite of something, dishonest. Not opposite of, impolite. Not nonsense. Miss, in case of something wrong, that is misbehave. So this is what, girls, for the session of today. Here, by giving this, I expect that you refer rules again and again to understand the prefixes and suffixes. I hope that you have understood this session of prefixes and suffixes related rules. In the next session, we will just observe certain word list through which you get more idea about prefixes and suffixes. I end here. Thank you very much and have a nice day.